Hello friends, welcome to Bone Doctor. In this fast moving world, there are accidents and accidents causes fractures and dislocations. We orthopedic surgeons do an X-ray to determine whether you have a fracture or you have a dislocation. Now coming to what is a fracture? Fracture is a break in the continuity of the bone. Any crack developed on the bone surface will be regarded as a fracture. As we can see in this picture, it is a picture of the X-ray of the forearm in which both the bones radius and ulna are fractured, broken. Now coming to what is dislocation. In dislocation, the bones have been knocked out of their normal position in the joint. That is, the bones have been displaced from its normal position in the joint. As you can see, this is the normal hip joint on the right side, and on the left side, the ball is out of the cup. This is a dislocated hip joint. Coming to today's topic, that is elbow dislocation, its causes, symptoms, types, and treatment. Before starting, let me introduce myself. I am Dr. Prosenjit Dotto. I am an orthopedic surgeon and a YouTuber. If you like my channel, please like it and subscribe it. So let's begin. Starting off with the anatomy of the elbow. The elbow joint consists of three bones. There is humerus, the radius, and the ulna. The point where it meets is the elbow joint. Elbow joint consists of three joints: humero-ulnar joint, humero-radial joint, and the radio-ulnar joint. These three joints together make the elbow joint. But when we tell about elbow dislocation, it is primarily the dislocation of the humero-ulnar joint, which we call as elbow dislocation. Now coming to the cause of elbow dislocation. Why does elbow dislocation occur? It may occur due to indirect cause or direct cause. When a person falls over the arm or hand, the force is directly transmitted to the elbow. This may cause dislocation of the elbow, or a patient may be hit directly on the elbow and it may cause directly elbow dislocation. Now coming to types of elbow dislocation. It may be a simple dislocation or it may be a fracture dislocation. Now what is a simple dislocation? In simple dislocation, the bone has just been knocked off of its normal position in the joint. There is no associated fracture. This is very easy to reduce and the outcomes are also very good. Now coming to fracture dislocation, in which the dislocated bones have also been fractured. This is a very complicated case, and in this case surgeries are required and outcome is also not very good. Now coming to types of simple dislocation. It may be a posterior dislocation which occurs in 97% of cases, and in anterior dislocation which occurs in 3% of cases. This is an X-ray of a posterior dislocation in which the ulna has been knocked posteriorly. And this is a case of anterior dislocation in which the ulna has been knocked anterior to the humerus. Now what are the clinical features of dislocation? It is pain, swelling, deformity, and restriction of elbow movement. But this can also be seen in a fracture of an elbow. So how to differentiate? We differentiate with an X-ray. We do an X-ray. If the X-ray shows dislocation, then it is a dislocation. If the X-ray shows a fracture, then it's a fracture, and its management line is also different. So how do we reduce an elbow? We apply traction, then we put pressure over the olecranon, and then gradually flex the elbow. Then we check the elbow for stability, and then a cast is applied. Now this is a video showing how we reduce a dislocated elbow. In this video we can see the elbow is completely dislocated, looking out of place, deformed, swollen up, and the movement is also completely restricted. The elbow cannot be flexed or extended, and it is extremely painful. So we put the patient under general anesthesia. The patient is being anesthetized so that he doesn't feel the pain, and his muscles are also relaxed so that dislocation becomes easy and we do not fracture the bones during reduction of the dislocation. The patient is now completely anesthetized. We give a traction which puts the bone in its own place, and my assistant puts a pressure over the olecranon, and we gradually flex the elbow. This is how the elbow is reduced. We check the reduction by seeing the anatomy of the elbow. The anatomy has been restored, the elbow looks normal, and we also check for stability. We gradually extend and flex the elbow, and we see the elbow is stable and it is not moving out of place. So this is how the elbow is reduced. After checking the stability for the elbow, we put a cast in the elbow so that the dislocation doesn't recur, and we keep the plaster for 1 to 3 weeks, after which we remove the plaster and exercises are followed so that the patient gets a mobile and a stable elbow. So let us discuss the complications of elbow dislocation. The first one is the delay in reduction. If we do not reduce the elbow in a 1 week or 2 week time, if it is delayed for weeks or months, then the elbow becomes permanently dislocated and it is impossible to reduce the elbow. So we should remember that elbow dislocation is an emergency and should be reduced as fast as possible. Coming to the second complication, there is a fracture. We should always do an X-ray before reduction. It may detect a fracture, or a fracture may occur during reduction or dislocation. If fracture is there, then the management line changes. There may be a ligament injury. The major ligaments may be damaged during dislocation, then surgery may be required. There may be artery and a nerve injury. This is a very serious complication during dislocation. It needs urgent reduction, and we check for the arterial pulse to return. If it has not returned, then immediate surgery is to be done. Last comes the osteoarthritis of the joint. In few cases, it may have a late complication of developing osteoarthritis of the elbow joint. So how was the video? Please give your comments. Do like the video if you feel it is useful, and do subscribe to my channel. So bye bye for now. Thank you.